adventure written by and better. This is a humorous story about adventures of gods. Three boys, mischievous students, break through an orchard of plum trees to get plums to eat. The owner of the orchard, Mr. Jones, was a real prospect. He was not kind. He had gone out, and as there was no one in the orchard, the boys planned to break into the orchard, break through, and get the plums. They wanted to eat rich and ripe plums. Now, as the boys climbed the trees, they found that there were 4 gods to butt them against stealing, because they were strangers. The gods were owned by Mr. Jones. The boys were on the trees, and there came 4 gods near the trunk of the tree. Harry from the branch of the plum tree said, "Go away." He ordered the gods, feeling much braver now that he was up of the tree. The gods didn't go away. They wandered down the plum tree looking up at the 3 boys, because they were not familiar to them. They were the thieves, the strangers of the gods. I just heard the church clock struck 6:30. Mr. Jones will be home soon. I wish these gods would go away, said Jack after some time, after a time. Jack was worried about that Mr. Jones, who had gone to the downtown, would come soon at 6:30. In about 5 minutes, the gods began to wander off. In about 5 minutes, the gods began to go away. The boys slithered down the trees at once. Slither means came down quickly. Slide down without balance. Slither down, slide down, anyhow they came tumbling down the tree, losing their balance. They felt rather full. Their belly was full, stomach, because they had each spent their time eating a few pounds of plums. They had eaten a lot of plums, so their stomachs were full. Now let us run, said Dan, and they ran. Coming down, Plan said that let us run. They ran. But the gods ran too after them, of course. But as they went running, the gods also came running behind them, chasing. Bump, thud. They charged at the three boys and over they all went. Charged, attacked, rushed forward in attack, charge of the boys. They went stumbling. Ooh, oh, ooh, yelled to the boys, shouted, yelled and shouted. Trying to escape. Escape means go. Harry managed to get to the gate and leap over it. Harry anyhow could reach the gate and leap over it. Leap means jump over it. Land was butted all around the field before he managed to escape. Land also, anyhow, stumbling, could manage to reach the gate. And poor Jack scrambled through a prickly hedge and tore his jersey from top to bottom. As it bruised with prickly thorn hedge wall, hence, and tore his jersey from top to bottom. They raced down the land and bumped into Mr. John's round the corner. As they went round the corner, they hit against Mr. John's, bumped down against Mr. John's. See? Some plums fell out of Harry's pocket because Harry had taken some plums in his pocket. They fell out and rolled on to the road. Looking at the plums, Mr. Johns understood that this boy had stolen plums from my orchard. He shouted, "Hey, you have been stealing my plums!" cried Mr. Johns. "Stop!" But they didn't stop. They raced away and disappeared. Oh, how bruised they were! They were hurt with scratches on their bodies. Bruised. They simply couldn't sit down that evening. It wasn't even for them to sit down even. They were all ill that night because some of the plums they had eaten had not been ripe. They had eaten raw and ripe, every type of plums that became difficult to digest as their stomachs were full with raw plums. They started aching, stomachache started painfully. They had to suffer it. And at school, there was a message to headmaster from Mr. Johns, complaining that 3 boys from the school had stolen his plums. Though Mr. Johns couldn't identify the boys, but he marked that the boys were students of the school. He directly went to the headmaster school, met the headmaster, and made a complaint there. "Sir, some boy of the school had stolen my plums, stolen They break through in my orchard and stolen the plums. The headmaster called all the boys, made them to stand in a row, and he ordered, "Now which of you was it?" said the headmaster sternly, strictly, with anger. The headmaster ordered, "Now which of you was it? Tell me." Eyeing the boy standing in row before him, eyeing him quick sharply. "Honor, confess. I warn you that I shall know even if you don't tell me." And he said that, "I warn you, if you don't tell me who was it, I will identify." Then Harry and Jack said nothing. They kept quiet with their eyes down. They knew that Mr. Jones had not recognized any of them. They were sure that Mr. Jones had not recognized it was then Harry and Jack. So, how would the headmaster know it was them? "Sit down," said the headmaster suddenly. The headmaster made a click. He ordered all of them, "Sit down." And the boys sat down on their hard chairs. The headmaster watched them all while sitting. Then Harry and Jack, "Come up here," he said. "You are the thieves. You will pay 50 pence each to Mr. Jones for stealing his plums." He ordered then Harry and Jack, "Come here. You are the thieves, and you have to pay 50 pence each to Mr. Jones for stealing his plums." But how did you know it was us, sir?" stammered Lamb. Stammer means not to speak properly. But it is called stammering. But sir, how did you know it was us? Stammered Lamb in surprise. They were surprised at how the headmaster had caught them. The headmaster answered, "Because Mr. Jones said that he kept goats in his orchard to butt anybody who went there to steal." "How did I know you?" the headmaster answered. "I knew you because Mr. Jones had told me that he had kept his poor goats to butt anybody, to hit anybody who went there to steal the plums. The gods were adventurous, smart. They would butt against, hit against, chest against anybody who will intrude the orchard or to steal the plums. Any stranger," said the headmaster grimly, firmly, sternly, grave. "And when I say to you all, sit and watch to note which of you had to sit down very, very carefully." That's how I knew it was you, Lamb, and you, Jack, and you, Harry. Well, I hope you think the plums were worth of it. The headmaster explained that when I told you to sit down, I cautiously watched who of you tried to sit with care We were dreadfully hurt. We were ill in the night, and now we have to pay 50 pence each for plums. We could have got at half the price. It was said for us now, sir. Please don't laugh at us, sir. It's not funny. But everyone thought it was very funny, and the whole school roared every time they saw the three naughty boys trying to sit down carefully. Poor Harry, Jack, and Nan, they didn't feel as if they can eat a plum again. It was a lesson for them not to steal anything from anywhere, because they will have to suffer the punishment.